The Fae are not evil. No more so than the tide or the wind. They are not good or evil, they simply are. They killed my son. The Fae are not evil, no more so than the tide or the wind. They are not good or evil, they simply are, said the wise woman, her hair braided around sigils and symbols woven from reeds. Her voice was soft and gentle, but not a hint of sorrow or real sympathy even touched it. They killed my son, Amara spat, her brown eyes so ablaze with ire and red they could have boiled away her tears. They ensorcelled him, drew him into the forest, and ate him, and they did so while their sorcery had me paralyzed. If that is not evil, then why do we have the word? It had taken her weeks to even speak again, and now she would not be ignored. Justification for rash action, I suspect, mostly an invention of the men who run the church. At least those men do something. You, O Druidess, only patronize. When we are wounded or ill, you tell us that nature must run its course, but when it is you or one of your pets who suffers, then your magic is the answer. If I depart, then who will guide you? When a demon haunted our village, Brother Tane gave up an arm to slay it without harming the girl it possessed. What did you do? The woman spread her hand slowly. I listened to the wisdom of the ancients. That demon had its place, and now it is removed. Who knows what trouble that fool caused by disrupting the natural order? Amara thought of the knife on her belt, a tool first but a weapon in waiting always. It had sliced potatoes, lamb, chicken, and cow, but all of these were dead beforehand. If she followed nature and gave into her rage, she reckoned the hypocritical which before her would deem it necessary to heal herself and retaliate. Instead, she turned in disgust to depart. Where are you going? To Mogan's smithy and then to the temple. I'm getting a spike of cold iron and blessings against magic. I told you. The Fae are simply acting within their nature. And when wolves kill our children, we call them. They do not get to be both animals and people at once, Magda. This is foolish, woman. You would do better to birth a new child and be more careful this time. Amara whirled about, drawing her trusted blade with grace she had never before possessed. It flew from her hand in the same motion, spiraling end over end. The witch flinched away, dodging the attack just in time to save herself, but not quickly enough to avoid losing half her hair's length and an equal portion of the charm she had bound to it. I will have blood, Magda, and if you warn your little fairy friends away, your blood will have to do instead. As Magda began chanting to call her magic, Amara reached behind her back for a knife that wasn't there. Silence or I will throw again, she bluffed, and I won't miss this time. The witch ceased her incantation, but glared at her. You will start a war. I cannot start what has already begun, she growled before turning again and strode away, sure to mime moving her non-existent weapon to the front of her belt as she did. The Fae would soon meet the true force of nature they only pretended to be.